timing and location kind of go hand in hand together. I mean, if you don't have good timing, your location, you're going to be forcing it in there. But for me, I was trusting my timing. I could have put it a little bit lower on them as far as how they're playing it defensively. He's kind of playing on top. I brought him in a little bit, but some of those balls, it's my job to help him out and put it on him. And if it's tight man-to-man and he's breaking on the slant, I got to throw him open and put it on his back tip. So for me, it's truly, I had to trust my timing, and then I also have to move location. So I think those two kind of work off each other. That's just playing good football, being a good quarterback.
When you look at the offense, with the issues you had a couple of the games this year, do you see it as you need to make major changes or minor tweaks?
No, I'd say it's minor tweaks. You go back and look at the games, and we're kind of hurting ourselves on a lot of this stuff. And it's frustrating, but we know that the only way to get better is to make sure we correct those. It takes all 11 to make every play work. And for us, it's a shame looking back at it and seeing, all right, on this one it was a little missed handoff, it was a fumble. On this one, I'm working the pocket and it's a fumble. So for me, it's you got to have all 11 guys working together for one goal. When we do that, it's good football, and we have put that on tape. We just got to do that more consistently.
I think Aaron Rodgers was asked last week about the difference between a good throw, what makes a bad throw, how big of a difference is it? Like a foot sometimes can be.
Yeah.
Do you think of it in those terms? Like
yeah,
when you're,
I mean, 110%. Accuracy as a quarterback is one thing that can separate you. And for me, when I'm playing with good rhythm, good timing, I love to think that I'm very accurate. And for me, it's just trusting that and putting it on guys where I need to. So he's exactly right. I mean, it comes down to inches at his level. And for me, it's time where I got to press myself to be focused on those inches and make everything count.
On some of the downfield shots, do you think that you got guys open? Do you think that there's trouble getting separation? What do you attribute to when you do get those? Maybe you get a couple of games and get the throw downfield. Is there anything that you can pinpoint on?
As far as
with some of the not completing as many balls as you'd like.
I mean, obviously you want to complete them.
Well, sure. What do you think of that sort of challenging when you guys get those downfield shots?
Yeah, I mean, some of it is obviously it's been location. Sometimes you got some pressure. I'm trying to just make something happen, but it comes down to location. My guys get separation. They make plays. We just got to put it on them.
There were a couple of times in the third quarter, it looked like you and the running back weren't on the same page about where you're supposed to be in the formation. What was happening there? Were there some new things you guys are making adjustments, or what happened there?
Yeah, nothing really new. It was just all to be on the same page. It's my job to make sure we are. So when stuff's not right, I got to make sure it's right.
There's obviously been high expectations around your name since you signed here, fair or not, but do you kind of feel the pressure at all getting to you at this stage in the season from where you are?
No. I'm a redshirt sophomore. I don't listen to any pressure. I've never felt pressure. The only pressure I feel is when I put on myself to be the best quarterback I can be. But for me, I'm going through my process. I'm trusting it. All that matters is I'm getting 1% better every day. And by doing that, I will become the best quarterback that I can be. So for me, I don't feel any external pressure. It's all what I put on myself. It's all self-talk. And in the end, I control how I feel, how I think, all through myself. So I don't feel any external pressure.
Not that you've needed it, I guess, but how have your teammates just kind of rallied around you through this?
Yeah, I mean, we're one team, man. Nothing has ever changed between us in that locker room. We truly are together, and just being there for each other, talking to each other, and I mean, we all know what's really going on behind the scenes, what the look was, what it wasn't, and we just got to play good football together.
What's a film session like with Coach Chris? I know you've gone through a few of them now. Just taking out the results. Just what's it like breaking out film with them?
Yeah, I mean, we look at the whole thing, and it's kind of hard to explain it when it's different when you're a quarterback and when you're working with the coach, because you see stuff, you work through stuff all week, and then you get to your game, and it's either how you saw it on film or it's different, it's reacting to that. So for us, we go through the week. We have our normal film schedule on what we're watching, and then what I watch on my own, and then it's kind of hard to explain because it's a lot, but obviously you look at their defense, what they've shown, and then one thing we have been doing is looking back at our past games and kind of what we put on tape and what's been good, what's been bad, what do you build on, what do you correct. So there's a lot of different stuff that we watch together. It's kind of hard to explain to someone
That's not in there.
not in the room. But
Is this a time of year where you have to turn off social media accounts? I mean, you
I
probably
don't
do that
have it.
anyway.
I don't
but
have it at all.
How important do you think that is to stay just around the team, be insulated, and avoid?
Yeah, I mean, you go through a season and stuff's going to come up, and everybody's got an opinion on everything you do, and everybody's the first critic as soon as you do something wrong. So for me, it's all comes back down to self-talk and me just being a complete person off the field and being there for my family, talking to my family, because in the end, it's your close-knit circle that really matters, and it's the guys in this locker room, it's my family, it's the coaches, everybody in the facility. So for me, I've shut it all off. All I'm worried about is getting better every day.
Graham, I was gonna say with Clay. So with Clay, yeah, he's made a couple of big receptions. I know one of them was brought back because of a penalty against Eastern Michigan. But what have you seen from your fellow class of 2019 classmate and just how he's developed and not just being a pass catching receiver with 2 big receptions, but also his blocking as well?
Yeah, he's been doing a great job. He's been playing a lot more physical and trusting himself, making plays. He's been doing a great job, and I think it's what he's been doing off the field too. Extra recovery, working with coach, the extra film, studying his opponent. He's been just the whole thing. Clay's been doing a great job. So appreciate that guy. Love that guy.
What do you guys need to do to improve on 3rd down? Is it being better on the early downs, you think?
Yeah, I mean, the big thing is trying to stay out of 3rd down, obviously, and then the other thing is just converting and knowing, all right, it's 3rd down, what coverage you're getting, all right, we need to go here with the ball, we need to make the play. And obviously, the best way to be good on 3rd down is to not have as many 3rd downs, and then when you get to them, execute. So for us, you want to be good on 1st and 2nd, but when you do get into 3rd down, just making that extra play.
And every time you come out here, we ask you some tough questions, probably questions that a lot of guys wouldn't, be too thrilled to answer. But you seem confident every week, every time you talk to us. Where would you say that confidence comes from, and how valuable is that characteristic been as you go through this?
I mean, I think the biggest thing in life is just trusting that you have a path that's already been written, and just trusting God, trusting your family, and trusting yourself. And for me, I know stuff's going to come up. That's going to be good, bad, and ugly, and it's going to fall on me. That's part of my job. It's what I do. But for me, I will never lack trust in myself. That's as soon as that goes, then you lose everything. So for me, I trust myself. I trust my family. Trust my teammates. Trust my coaches, and that'll never waver. And I just know in order to play good football, I got to trust myself and just cut it loose.
You talked about your family and teammates. Is there anyone else outside the facility that you kind of lean on?
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their close-knit circles, your family, your friends. I got friends back home, my teammates. It's a pretty small group, but it's a great group, and I appreciate them a ton. They support me a ton, and I mean, I could go on a list and name a bunch of people, but it's a good list.